Part 2. You will hear the HR manager, Ray Jenkins, talking to new interns about the facilities at Helix Eco Solutions. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 16. Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 16.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Helix. Before you head off to your respective departments, I want to walk you through the site map. We've had quite a bit of restructuring over the winter, so even if you visited us last year for the open day, you'll find things have shifted around. First, let's address transport. Many of you cycled in today, which is great. You might have looked for the blue cycle shelter where it used to be, right next to the main gate. I saw a few of you confused by the empty concrete slab there. We actually realized that spot was too exposed to the rain. So as of last month, we've shifted the whole structure around the back, specifically next to the warehouse. It's a bit of a longer walk to the entrance, but at least your bikes stay dry. Now, dominating the view in the center is the old power station. It's a beautiful brick building, isn't it? Historically, that's where the site's generators were housed. We had plans to turn it into a museum open to the public, but the safety regulations were too strict. Instead, we've stripped out the machinery and refitted it as a gymnasium for staff. So if you want to do some yoga or lifting after work, that's where you go. It's a massive change from its industrial roots. Next up is the Innovation Lab, which is the glass building on the hill. This is where our most sensitive prototypes are tested. Now, unlike the library, which you can access with your standard ID badge, the lab is much stricter. You won't be able to just swipe in. You'll need to punch in a 4-digit cipher, which changes weekly. Your supervisors will give you this, but please do not write it down on a Post-it note. Then there is the North Side Canteen. I know the brochure said this is the best place for a hot lunch, but I'm afraid that information is outdated. The building has developed structural subsidence. We've deemed it unsafe, and the bulldozers are actually scheduled to knock it down next Tuesday, so steer clear of that area entirely. We'll be building a new EcoPod there next year, but for now it's a construction zone. Regarding the document archive in the basement, this is usually where you'd go to find blueprints from previous projects. Unfortunately, we had a minor flood last week, a burst pipe. It didn't damage the papers, thankfully, but the carpets are sodden. The drying fans are running 24/7, so the room is locked up until the humidity levels drop. You'll have to access everything digitally for the time being, until the repair crew gives the all clear. Finally, the main conference hall. We used to struggle with seating there. We could barely squeeze in 50 people for the annual general meeting. Over the Christmas break, we knocked through the back wall and took over the adjacent meeting room. We've effectively doubled the floor space. We can now see